So when do we meet the champion? Good morning to all of you, distinguished people of Dagestan. We have all seen this victory by Khabib over McGregor. This is one of the brightest, one of the best moments. So there have been a lot of MMA versions, and Khabib has conquered all of them. He's a champion of the planet. So Khabib is well known in Dagestan, in Russia, and the entire planet. So he's flying in today. Here's the statement I would like to make. Those who love Khabib, those who respect Khabib, those who really appreciate his achievements, at 8:30 p.m. at Anji Arena Stadium, we'll be welcoming Khabib. Distinguished people of Dagestan, please be reasonable, be decent, and behave yourself. There have been so many TV channels covering this event. There have been many people who are good-wishing people, but out of them there are people who are negative about Dagestan, who are negative about MMA, who are negative about Khabib. Not everyone is angel. We love Khabib. We'll do everything for him. We are proud of him. The government of Dagestan has made a statement to that matter. The head of Dagestan mentioned that in his address. So we need to organize that meeting at a high level. No matter who's in there, we need to be proud. Well, everyone, Khabib will make a statement too, but has to be an occasion. I encourage all of you to help us make it a grand occasion. So I'm the Minister of Sports and Physical Culture, but he's a father. So we were there together watching the fight. So we were analyzing it. You remember, blood pressure went up. So you were nervous, you were excited, and everyone can relate to it, to your feelings. So what do you want to say regarding the upcoming visit by Khabib? Good afternoon, distinguished guests and the people of Dagestan. Today we'll be meeting Khabib, champion of UFC. This was the greatest fight in UFC history. He is the winner. He defended his belt. And so I'd like to see our fans, our people, those who respect Khabib, those who treat this sport with respect. We've been thankful to you. You motivate us. So together with you, would like to meet him at Anji Arena Stadium. We'd be happy to see you there. 8:30, that's when we start to welcome the guests, and in an hour there will be an hour later there will be this official meeting. Now, as for the airport, so the father will say the same. As a sports minister, I'd like to say, dear fans, you must wait us at Anji Arena. Please don't create any fuss at the airport. So it will be 3 cars, and 3 cars will move straight to Anji Arena. Please respect us, and we will respect you. See you. Now, one question. So how did you like it? What was the scenario? Was it okay? Well, 4+, what was inside the cage, and no comments on what was after that. Well, you're going to punish Khabib? Yeah, discipline should be on top priority. So will you first praise him and punish, or punish him? well, I need to, punch him either from the left or from the right. Well, that jokes aside, well, what happened, happened. Anything can happen in sports, unfortunately. That's what we saw. But all that time, Khabib was reaching out for that target. So he's never had anything that undermined his reputation and his credibility. He's showed himself as a perfect person with a great upbringing. But not everyone can, keep that pressure when your mother or father, when your homeland is attacked. Well, 99% of Dagestani people cannot swallow that. It would have been much better if it did not happen. So I made a statement. Well, that's a fact. Khabib is a champion of the world, even if they take away the belt. So there's no one to match Khabib in the world. So what sanctions could be applied to Khabib? Financial sanctions will be there, but Khabib will retain the title. So he got the title, but there will be a financial penalty between 5 to 30%, while the Athletic Commission will decide on the size of the penalty. Now, going back to the bout, you as a coach, what's your view of that? What's your assessment? Well, Khabib followed the tactic that we told him to follow. Right in the first round, we were able to control it. We imposed the pace that made him tired and fatigued in the second round. So, as I said, we will run the risk in one of the rounds. So in the third round, there was some exchange just to show whether we have this jabbing technique or not. And in the fourth round, there was a takedown. Well, I think that this pause, well, he decided to have an exchange, but as I said, he needed to use the clinching position to push him towards the cage fence. So he did only in the last minute. So there was an exchange, there was an exchange of jabs, but at the end he took that round, he pushed him against the fence, and he controlled it. But if he didn't do that movement in the final minute, then it would be an equal, a tied round. So he won the first two rounds, so then he did what he had to do in the fourth round. We saw that he was tired, and then he decided to do that painful movement and that lock, and McGregor wasn't able to break out that lock. Well, we haven't seen any official suspension of Tuhugov and others. So they were in the corner. They did what they did in the brawls. I mean, no one attacked one person. They were with two people. So I don't understand why everyone's been complaining about the our side. McGregor jumped from the stage. He threatened Jose Aldo, and it was welcomed there. Now we have the same, and we're getting punished. I mean, there should be no double standard involved.